So I just wanted to talk about getting a Japanese credit card. I think it's kind of something foreigners want to do when they move to Japan, and it's not that easy. One, you need to be there a little bit. I mean, a little bit, you should be more there than a couple of months, maybe close to a year, depending on the credit card you're looking for and applying to. It can be much harder to get good credit cards if you haven't been in Japan very long. So the longer you're there, the better. The more access you might have to credit cards because they see you've been there a while. Another thing is in your bank account how much money you have. If you don't have enough money in your bank account, you might be denied, and I think that's one of the common things that happens to foreigners. They can't get a credit card because they just don't have enough money in their Japanese bank account. Thing that they will look at when they get your bank book statement from them is the credit card will run a check on you, I'm very sure, 100%. And then if you have enough money, then they'll be like, hey, we can trust this guy. No, it doesn't look like you have enough line of credit, so nope, denied. Or you just might not get enough credit line. You might be like only 4 or 5 mon, and that's probably something you really don't want. You probably want to have more like 10 mon, 100,000, 20 mon, 200,000, yeah. Another thing just to remember is that credit card companies might decline you just because you're a foreigner, so that's pretty common. Is not very interested in foreigners sometimes, depending on the credit card, but most of the time they are pretty nice. In my experience, I was able to get a credit card my first time, but also had a lot of money in my bank account. I think I had over like 1 million, 1.5 million yen in my bank account. That made life much easier to get a credit card. If you don't have enough money in your bank account, just be ready you could be denied, or you've just moved to Japan, just be ready to be denied. My credit card is good because I had ETC, and it works just like a debit card. I paid once for all my things, and I could easily just go shopping online, rental cars, whatnot, and earn some points, and sometimes get some cash back. So yeah, all credit cards in Japan have some point reward system. Try and go with one for airline miles, and try and get ETC built in, because then you can use it with your car or a rental car, depending on if you have the ability. So yeah, Japanese credit cards are very useful, but they're not exactly easy to get when you first move to Japan, and that can be a bummer, and you probably don't want to be using your credit card from home necessarily all the time, and you want to be using your yen. So yeah, just try, look at Rakuten. I had Aeon Mall, and they gave me like 1 million yen credit limit, but I had them for a while, and I spent a lot of money on plane tickets, but I also had a lot of money saved up. There's a couple other ones that are tied to like the actual banks they use, so they might be a little bit more forgiving. But yeah, just try as many times as possible to get a card. If you keep getting denied, just realize that there's a lot of factors to consider, and it might just because you're a foreigner. That's how it is. But yeah, good luck. If you need more tips and advice, I'll try and give you some. Peace.